All right, and we're live. What's going on, everybody? My name is Nikki Smokes. I'm joined by Vic and Big Tone. Week 14 is already here. Season's flying right by. The games are getting better, more meaningful. I don't know about you, but I had a pretty good week last week, Vic. I think you had a pretty good week last week, right?
What did I say all along? Get me to November. Get me to December. When all the squares get crushed, the cream rises to the top. 3-0 sweep last week on official plays.
What percent are you at?
40. 15% away from the goal. 14, 21, and 1. Lions was a beautiful winner. It shouldn't have even been that close. 49ers, I said, was a near legacy play. They absolutely, as you like to say, mollywopped the fucking Eagles. It wasn't even close. They'll get them again later in the year if they have to. And the legacy play, Panthers, we beat the closing line by over 2 points on that. We gave it out at 5.5. I actually bet it game day at 3.5. And we got lucky on a 2-point conversion, but that's how legacy plays go. That's a sweep. I love this week's card. And I think I'm going to go 3-0 again, to be honest with you guys.
I love that. You know what's so stupid about me is I come on this show, right? And I'm gassing up the 49ers. I'm telling everyone, give me the first half, give me the Niners. Sunday rolls around. I'm like, oh, my God. This bald head guy on Fox Sports says the Eagles have no chance at winning. Colin Cowherd said the Eagles have no chance at winning. I checked the public bets. Public's all over the Niners. I saw sharp money on the Birds. And I flipped. And I flipped on myself in the first quarter. I'm like, I'm a genius. And then by the end of the first half, I looked at myself and I said, I am the dumbest motherfucker to ever walk planet Earth. So, other than that,
I missed that. I
had a pretty good week. That's because I didn't make it public. I didn't tell anyone I bet on them. So, but I wanted to be honest. But Tone, how'd you do? I know you hit a plus 550 or something.
I'm the guy that nobody should pay attention to. Like honestly, I'm the king of the swings. Like I can lose 4 games, then I can catch a plus money, and I'm right back in the mix. It's a fucking tough thing following me. I'll tell you right now. It looks.
Wait, you're telling me I shouldn't be following you? We have to bet in your games 13 weeks in a row. I'm betting touchdown Tony, hanging on the phone at 12:55, 5 minutes to kickoff.
Vic, did you not cash a plus 550 Derrick Henry 2 touchdowns because of me this weekend?
Did I not text you boom right away when we cashed it? And I said I was right.
How come I didn't get that text? We have a group chat together.
That's where it was. That's where
it was.
You're too busy. You're too busy for the commoner.
It was. No, I'm not.
Listen, all I'm saying is I'm a volatile bettor, right? Because it's like playing blackjack, right? You know, Vic, you just got to outlast the shoe. You might get hammered for 10 hands in a row, but once the shoe flips, it flips. And I'm a guy who takes a little bit of a chance with the plus money stuff. So when things get going good, I get back quick. Between Derrick Henry 2 TDs and Green Bay money line, I ended up getting out and plus money this week. But I made some bad picks this week, boys. I'm hoping to turn it around this week.
Well, that's why we got a whole new week, and that's why we have the gun to the head segment. So, again, I picked the 4 ugliest games. Actually, some weren't that ugly. We always do prime time and ugly game, Sunday Night Football. So let's start with Thursday. This might be the worst game in NFL history. The New England Patriots are on the road against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I am not watching this game tomorrow. Like, I'm telling you right now, I'm not watching it. I'll end up betting it. I'd rather rewatch Harry Potter for the 18th time than sit here and watch these two teams play. It is absolute dog shit versus absolute diarrhea. You drank bad milk and your cat shit in your mouth. That's how bad the Patriots are. The Steelers' offense is abysmal. Gun to my head, and like this is literally a gun in both my ears and in my mouth because I do not want to bet this game. I'm not overthinking it. I'm just taking the points. I'm going to take the Patriots plus 6. I have no logic, no reason. It's a shitty game. The Steelers should not be laying -6 to anyone. I'll take the Pats.
I think Vic's going to love this. Go ahead, Vic. You love this?
Well, honestly, I'm going to take the gun. Do that. You ever see that meme where the guy just flips the gun on the criminal in 2 seconds? Like the guy's not going to shoot. I'm going to take the gun from my head and put it to your head because I'm making it my first official play. Pittsburgh Steelers. Yeah, Pittsburgh Steelers -6. Did you watch the game last week? It was a million rain delays. It was on the fucking. Yeah, I watched it on the TV that I couldn't even, that the remote control controls everything. So I had to get stuck with the screen just saying it was in a weather delay. I watched every minute of that game. Pittsburgh played terrible. There is no way, and I give them an excuse. They played back-to-back road games. They came home. They laid a stinker. There is no way Tomlin's not going to have them ready against the Patriots. And what the hell are the Patriots even trying to win for? I mean, get a draft pick, get Marvin Harrison Jr., get a quarterback, do something. But definitely don't try to win this meaningless game. I think Tomlin, they're still in the thick of the division. They came off a horrible effort last game at home in front of everybody. They're back home, short week. That's an advantage for them. He's going to have them ready. Pittsburgh is going to win this game by double digits. I don't care who's quartering. Trubisky's capable.
Not much of a drop off there between the two.
No, it's not. I rather try Trubisky. He's got more experience. You know what I mean? So give me the Steelers defense is going to come to play big time that game. And look how bad the Steelers offense are. They're still making you lay 6 to take it. So I'm a sucker. I'm taking the Steelers with the 6, but that's an official play.
Well, if it's an official play, I'll ride with you, and I hope you win. So go Steelers minus 6.
Love it.
Tone, what do you got?
I think this is a gross game for obvious reasons, right? It's the number 6. I think New England's trying to lose, but Pittsburgh's still so bad, they might only win by 4 points in this game. You know what I mean? So, like, you saw it with the Giants. New England was trying to give them that game, and it was just a pig fuck show out there. I think we got fat on the 400-yard game. Canada left. You saw that with Cleveland. They still only scored 16 fucking points. This team is a fucking absolute nightmare. They could lose out. You hear Tomlin's never on the hot seat. Listen, they got New England, Indy, Cincy, Seattle, Baltimore. They could quite literally lose the rest of those games. They're 7-5. You don't apologize for winning football games, but I think the luck is going to run out here soon. I'll take New England and I'll take the points, but I still think they somehow leave this week 8-5. I think they're going to win, but I think New England covers.
All right, I like it. All right, next game we got Buffalo on the road against the Kansas City Chiefs. As a Dolphins fan, I don't know what to root for here. I mean, obviously I hate the Bills. I want to see the Bills lose. But if the Chiefs win, we're going to be fighting with them for the 1 seed. Now that Jacksonville lost, we don't know how long Trevor Lawrence is going to be out. Dolphins are in prime position here, so I really can't lose on this game. But there's just no way I'm betting money on the Buffalo Bills. I'd rather wipe my ass with sandpaper. Give me the Kansas City Chiefs. And today, I popped a nice 20-milligram Adderall, and I went back to my roots. So last year when I went 67%, I was working at a golf course, working maybe 20 hours a week, had all the time in the world on my hands. So I'd print out all the trends for every game, and I'd sit there and I'd go through it all, and I'd cross it out for each team. And this is what I have for the Chiefs. Chiefs are 5-1 against the spread after a straight-up loss. The Chiefs are 7-0 against the spread in their last 7 games following a loss. The Chiefs are 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 home games. The Chiefs are 7-2 against the spread as a favorite between 0.5 and 3 points. The Chiefs are also 5-2 against the spread as a home favorite between 0.5 and 3. Whereas the Buffalo Bills are 1-3 against the spread on the road. The Bills are also 1-3-1 in their last 5. I just said that. That's the same thing. And the Bills are 1-5 against the spread versus the AFC. I'm taking the Chiefs, and I'm riding with them, and I don't give a fuck.
All the numbers are pointing, like you said, to the Chiefs, and I kind of like that. But for me, I'm looking at this game, since I'm forced to bet it, since it's a gun to my head play, I'm looking at this like it's a stock. I'm looking at it like Buffalo hit the bottom, and it took a little time consolidating there at the bottom. They scored 34 points and 32 points against the Eagles last week. So I think the bottom's in on them. I think they're percolating a little bit now on offense. Their defense hasn't looked too good. They're playing. You like that one, right? They're playing for their lives right now. They really can't afford to lose anymore, Buffalo, because they're already buried in the division.
But that's been the thing for 3 weeks, Vic. We've been saying that, and they keep losing.
We also said that, they were plus 2,500 a couple weeks ago to win the Super Bowl, and they were the team that holds all the value, because a couple of wins, and you're going to be talking about them in the Super Bowl again. This is a must game for them. On the other hand, the Chiefs, they don't look fucking right. They just don't look right. They struggled again the other night against Green Bay bad. The defense got shredded by an inexperienced team altogether, Green Bay. And I don't know. This looks way too obvious to take the Chiefs. So I'm going to take Buffalo, thinking those last 2, because they were rolling earlier in the year. Then they hit a wall, Buffalo. Now all of a sudden, 34 points, 32 points. They went to war with the Eagles. It was the type of game of who's going to get the ball last is going to win. So to me, Buffalo seems like they're like a stock. they're coming out of the bottom and they're ready to rock it. So I'm going to take Buffalo plus 1.5.
But you could also argue the Chiefs stock is at the bottom right now. They just lost outright to Green Bay. Everyone's saying they don't look right. They look like shit.
But here's the thing with KC. If they lose this week, right, which could happen because they've looked so bad, then it's like the sky is falling. They lost 2 in a row. Look ahead to next week. We got New England, a shitty team that's not even trying to win. So for me, the Chiefs might get kicked in the nuts one more time and then get right next week against New England. That's what I'm betting on. I mean, I'm sprinkling. I mean, it's not an official play, but I'm definitely putting money on the Bills just for the fact I just don't. I mean, how often do you get KC at home minus 1.5? I don't know. No,
well, that's why I have the Chiefs as an official play. I should have said that before. Just want to let you know. Vic, what do you got? I mean, Tone, I'm fucking.
Yeah, my name's Tone.
The Adderall's wearing off.
That's all right. The glasses are sharp, though. You look like
it.
I
like that. Thank you.
You look like Miami. Listen, I think the Bills, Chiefs, Vic, I think the same exact thing. I think the Chiefs get punched again and then get it right. They'll still have 8 wins. They're still going to be in the mix. The Dolphins and the script writers need this Buffalo Bills team to get back in the mix. Listen, I'll tell you right now, the Buffalo Bills win this game, and then they die after this, and McDermott gets fired. All right? That's what's going to happen. These are Vegas games this week, boys, and we're going to get to some
I know, and I love them.
Things.
I love them.
Listen, the Chiefs, I said it last week, this team, they're starting to get pissed off, by the way. Like, Mahomes is getting pissed. Kelsey is getting pissed. These guys are dropping passes.
They suck.
It's getting
so do the Bills, but, like, that's what I'm saying. It's suck for a suck, and I got a better quarterback that doesn't turn the ball over. I'm not budging. You guys save me, and I'll take my official play.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not even trying to convince you because, honestly, I agree with you kind of like future us, but I'm saying for this particular week, I think the Bills, they do it like every time they kind of get sad, they get a game right, they think they're back in it, then they get slapped in the face. Andy Reid, at the end of the day, will figure this thing out for the Chiefs. I just don't think it's in this game. I think it's moving forward. I'm on the Bills here.
All right. Well, shout out Anthony. He said smokes 100%, goes to the salon and gets his eyebrows done and mani-pedis.
By the way,
bitch. First of all, my barber does my eyebrows when I do them, and it's 2023. If I wanted to get a mani-pedi, I could. Don't be mad at me because I like looking fresh. I don't like looking like a Stugatz. I was put on this planet to mac as many bitches as I can before I die and find a wife. Listen, not bitches. Beautiful, clean angels. That's what I meant to say. You
can't get on this show unless you've had a clear satin finish before. The fellas are getting a clear satin finish. Just tell that guy to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, it's fine. Yeah.
My barber says, do you want me to do your eyebrows? And I just say, no, I don't know what the fuck.
No, your eyebrows are fine. Mine turn into caterpillars if I don't do them. So I have to get them done.
I don't know. I don't trust him when he says that.
Hair going out of my eyeballs. It's ridiculous.
It's all right. We're Italian. It's the luck of the draw. Anyway, next game we got Philadelphia Eagles on the road against the Dallas Cowboys. Cowboys are laying 3.5 points. Vic, what's your read on this game?
This is a buy low, sell high fucking game. I mean, I said it last week. Dallas was due for a letdown game. I think they still scored 40, but they didn't cover. We cashed the Seahawks in that game. So listen, this is the same exact thing. Now there was some guy. I don't know where he was from, but he has some kind of fucking following. He said that the Eagles should bench Jalen Hurts for fucking Mariota.
Dumbest thing I've ever heard about.
Yeah, well, I mean, what are we doing? Just saying stupid shit? I mean, that's worse than me. I say it jokingly. Mayfield's like Tom Brady. I wasn't really. This guy was standing behind it. Like, no, they should do it. He's out of his fucking mind. The Eagles, they looked so bad last week, and yet they still won, right, against the Buffalo. Nobody thought they could stop them, whatever. They had all problems. Hurts could be hurt. Who knows? Dallas, they just keep scoring points. They keep blowing teams out. They keep making it look easy. And again, 3.5. Where's the value in that? Why do I got to lay 170 on a money line? Why do I got to lay 3.5? When we know this game is coming down to the end? So it's going to be a division rival. I'm taking the points, 3.5 points. Eagles, I'm not even thinking too much about it. Dallas just looks too good. So I'm in that regression right now. It's just like when the Patriots went 18-0. They were covering every week. Before you realized that they covered.
Guy loves to talk about the Patriots.
I do.
I know. It makes me sick.
They covered every week. There was one Sunday night game. They were 21-point favorites against Andy Reid's Eagles. Andy Reid drew up the only game plan, and ever since that game on that perfect season, New England had trouble scoring and covering the spread. And you know what? Dallas has been rolling. They hit kind of a roadblock last week where they won, but they didn't cover. They might lose outright this week, but I'm definitely taking a 3.5. That's my second official play, Eagles plus 3.5. And my last official play is going to be amazing.
Wow. All right,
Yeah.
Tom, floor is yours, brother.
Yeah, so my guy Doron Bland got exposed last week, right? So the Eagles all of a sudden figured out. What up, buddy? That's Glenn, guys. The
What's
Eagles
up, buddy?
There's something off there, right? And I kind of put them in the Chiefs category to where they can take another loss and still just be fine. And I can see these two fucking teams both scooting to the fucking Super Bowl. But Vegas needs you to think that maybe it's not a real thing. I don't know. Travis Kelce or Jason Kelce looks tired. He looks angry. He looks like he's getting dumb penalties.
He wants to do his podcast. I don't blame him. He wants to do his podcast. I don't blame him. I'd rather just sit here and talk ball than play ball.
I just think right now there's a lot of distractions for both Kelce brothers and both those teams, and there's a lot going on. Big Dom game, all sorts of shit. And listen, I love Big Dom as much as the next guy, but I think this is another game where the Cowboys come out and fucking get it done. I think they kind of beat the shit out of them like San Fran just did. And now all of a sudden everyone's going, oh, what's wrong with Philly? What's wrong with Philly? You get in the playoffs, and I think all of a sudden Philly's Philly again. I almost equate it to like baseball, and guys know they got their arms ready. It's to the point of the season, they're getting there. Now, what I will say, the Cowboys and Philly, we got home field stuff that matters too, right? I just think the Cowboys are clicking, and you look for teams just like in March Madness and hoops that are clicking at the right time. This team is playing so confident. I'm on the Cowboys.
All right. Well,
I'm also what's going on here, guys. Okay.
No, you're good. Don't worry about it. You don't have to apologize. The Cowboys might be an official play for me by Sunday. I kind of want to see where the public money and the sharp money's at, even though I shouldn't look into that. I should just ride my gut.
Everyone's going to pound Dallas.
No, I think everyone's going to pound the Birds. 3.5 points, 3.5 points, 3.5 points. Oh, well, if they only lose by a field goal, I cover. That's what I'm thinking the public's thinking. Look, the Niners went into Philly as a favorite. I mean, the public thought the Eagles were going to lose. I don't think that's the case here. I think, it's Dallas, it's Philly. Dallas can't be good teams. Philly's a good team. Give me the 3.5 points. And I'm looking at the trends here, and Dallas 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 at home. Dallas 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games as a home favorite between 3.5 and 10. They're 6-1 against the spread as a favorite. And the Birds, I mean, they kind of struggle as an underdog. They're 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 games as a road underdog between 3.5 to 10 points. I mean, I don't know. This could be a Dallas route. They're clicking right now. Dak Prescott seems to have the boys dialed in. I hate betting the Cowboys. I love betting on the Eagles. I'll probably feel like an idiot if I end up betting this game on Sunday, but I'm taking Dallas plus 3.5.
Can I say one thing?
Minus.
I think not like backseat coaching. I think they need to start giving Swift and these guys the ball more. I think they need to start.
When they give it to Swift, he does great. Like Swift's a dog.
Just takes a lot of pressure off those guys. But I'm with you, Nicky. I think it's like that 3.5 is a weird fucking number to me. This is a classic division game where they're both good. Why is it not just 3? It's always been 3 for home field advantage. Why is it not? Right. So I agree with you. Tough game. Going to be a good game.
Last game we got Monday Night Football. The Tennessee Titans on the road against my Miami Dolphins. Give me the Dolphins all day long. They're minus 13. I don't care. They're going to run this team out of the fucking building. The Titans had a chance to win last week. They blew it against the Colts. I told you that that Titans line was fake sharp. Give me the Dolphins. They absolutely blow them out of the water. The Dolphins destroy bad teams. The Dolphins don't lose at home. I think they're one of the only teams left that are undefeated at home. The Dolphins take care of business against Tennessee. They play the Jets next week. They win that game, and they clinch the division in Week 15. I'm telling you right now, the Dolphins blow them out.
Well, I don't know. What I saw last week out of Tennessee was a disgrace. Levi's was yelling at Hopkins. Hopkins was quit running, pointing where the ball was landing. They look like 2 children playing out in the schoolyard. So who knows what that locker room was like, but I'm forced to make a decision here. Now, last Monday night, I took the fucking favorite Jaguars. I laid 10 points. I never do that. Double-digit dog on Monday Night Football. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't sleep yesterday either. So now it's presented to me again. Double-digit dog on Monday Night Football. I'm taking the points with Tennessee. They're going to try to slow the game down, keep Miami's off the field. This could be their biggest Super Bowl. I mean, who knows if they're going to make the playoffs.
Their biggest Super Bowl.
It's going to be like their Super Bowl.
Week 14 against the Fins is their fucking Super Bowl.
When else is everyone going to watch
maybe the division game they had last week that could have almost saved their season. That might have been the Super Bowl.
I know, but that's when everyone was taking them. This is when nobody's taking them. That's when I jump in. I got to take the 13.5. I'm going to hold off. It's going to be 14.
Take your 13. That's fine.
Yeah, no, listen. I mean, Miami might blow them out. But if it turns out where the game starts and all of a sudden the Titans are up 7-0 and fucking Troy Aikman's laughing and giggling.
Then I'm live betting the Fins minus 155.
Right, and I'll just sit with the 13.5 in my pocket and hope that it's a close game. Then at the end, I'm like, I'm going to root hard for Miami so Nikki's not upset.
All right, smart man.
When's the article going to come out that Troy's just fucking hammered drunk every goddamn broadcast?
They're fucking Mike Tirico. They're
terrible.
Mike Tirico's the fucking best. I'm sorry. I'll defend the guy.
No. I'm a Mike guy. I'm sorry. Troy is fucking terrible.
And so's Joe Buck. Together, they're moronic together. They're laughing, giggling. Joe Buck's like my son watching football, jumping out of his chair like it's the first time he saw a fucking play happen. Act like you've been there, Joe. I mean, your father was a legend. Quick story or no? Do we have time?
At all. It's always Troy says something ridiculous. And then Joe just goes into some other bullshit. That's all.
I can't tell you.
Vic needs to tell a story.
I gotta tell a story. They're true stories. So it's not like I don't know what All-Star game it was. I don't know the years, but my brother-in-law got me tickets. We went together. It was Matt Harvey when he struck the side out in the first inning. Anyway, we're walking around Citi Field. It was brand new, and there's Joe Buck. I hate Joe Buck, and I fucking yelled, "You fucking suck, Joe Buck!" And they outright told me, "Security, buddy, what are you doing? This isn't the place for that." I mean, everyone turned around and looked at me like I was a lunatic. And
at least you stood on business.
I had to. I was never going to get that close to him. Like, you can literally within shouting distance, and he looked at me. And it was like nobody was doing shit like that at this game. But I did it, and it felt great. And he annoys me to this day. I don't like him. Tirico and Collinsworth, legends.
Have you ever heard Joe Buck on PMT, though? They did an interview with him. It almost pisses you. Don't listen to it if you want to hate him, because you'll listen to it and all of a sudden you're like, fucking A, this guy's kind of a cool fucking dude.
Nah, I've seen him in interviews. I don't like him. I don't like him. I don't know why. I just can't put. Maybe I'll watch it, but I bet you I don't say I like him after that. I just don't.
That's how I feel about Verdugo, and the Yankees got Soto now. But this isn't a baseball podcast. We'll get into it later,
All right. Well, it is a picks podcast, and it's time to give our official picks. So
hold on, I didn't give my Dolphins one. I'm on the Dolphins.
Sorry, I got distracted by all the baseball bullshit.
My bad.
Listen, I'm on the Dolphins. I'm on the Dolphins for a couple different reasons. But I never watch in-season Hard Knocks. It's worth the watch. You guys should watch it. They're a fun team. You can't help but feel for your boy 1-5 there going down like that. He's been so pivotal on the defensive end. The defense, I said this a few weeks ago. I also said week 1 they weren't going to make the playoffs. Changed my tune a little bit.
Yeah.
That defense really is clicking. And as corny and as like coach speak as it sounds like, these guys are going to rally around that. And they're going to play even harder. And listen, I think Tyreek Hill knows there's no clear-cut quarterback who's getting this MVP. They're going for it. I think they're going for it with Tyreek to get the MVP. Get your money in right now. I'm telling you right now, it's going to happen.
He could probably break the yards record. He could be able to break the yards record.
He needs to average like 100 yards per game.
And the 13.5 scares me for the same reason the 3.5 scares me in the Cowboys Philly game. But I can't not. I'm on them. They beat the shit out of the bad teams, like you said. I'm on them.
All right, official pick time. So I already gave one out earlier. It was the Chiefs. Vic gave one out earlier. It was the Steelers. So, Tony, we'll start with you.
Yeah, I don't even know what I've been talking about. But listen, I'll tell you right now. I'm going to tell you. I told you guys, I think the Green Bay Packers are a sneaky, sneaky team. And they're going to get themselves into this into the playoffs. They're a team who quite literally is controlling their own destiny, right? However, everybody is on them now. Big win. Everybody's talking about them. My guy's coming off a bye. My guy's coming off the 2-3 best weeks of his whole goddamn life. We go in there, and the New York Football Giants, we beat Green Bay this week, and then Green Bay runs the table and still gets in. This is going to be
Matt on.
Bro, have you been drinking or something?
Yeah, he has. He told us that.
Yeah. Listen, I'm telling you right now, it's going to happen. I'm telling you. Listen,
right.
Nick, you mean to tell me you were like, hey, she's really not my type, and then she could, start a truck. You were like, you weren't seeing it,
Look,
Tom, let me know if you want me to wear the jersey. Let me know if you want me to put the jersey on if you need it bad, because that's going to be a rough
Justin
one to
Tuck?
watch.
Are you talking about the Tuck?
It's undefeated. It's gone now. It's away.
Throw it on
maybe next year. I don't know if I can do it for this one.
Well, then that's a weird fucking thing to ask me.
No, I know it is. But if you're desperate, text me on Sunday before the game. If
you know what?
Bad,
now, even if I needed it, you know what? Fuck that jersey. I never want to see it.
Wow.
I'm going to put my.
He doesn't want to see it till they're in the Super Bowl and it comes out. Then he's going to want to see it.
That ain't happening though.
No, you just did the Indian gift to me. You gave it to me. You can't do that. I'm going to put the Eli Manning jersey on that hasn't fit since 8th grade, and I'm going to win this.
Do it. That's how you do it. All right, now I'm betting the Giants.
So my second official play is the San Francisco 49ers -10 over the Seahawks. It's a divisional game. It's gross. The Seahawks scored a fuckload of points against the Dallas Cowboys. Didn't see that coming, but I think they're going to get absolutely routed by the 49ers. The only thing that worries me is that the Niners absolutely decimated the Eagles on the road. Everyone saw it. But this team is just built different. They're 8-3 against the spread after scoring more than 30 points in the previous game. 16-6 against the spread as a favorite. 16-5 against the spread in their last 21 home games. 7-1 against the spread as a home favorite between 3.5 and 10 points. Like, the trends are backing it up. I got the greatest football team in the entire league. I'm taking the Niners. I'm not overthinking it. Vic, that's when you go.
All right, I got one more. So I gave the Steelers official play. Loved them on Thursday night. I gave the Eagles plus the 3.5 with the Cowboys, and I'm gonna put a bow on this week for me. With I'm gonna take the Bears at home plus 3.5 points to the Lions. It's a division home.
I'm fading that bullshit ass pick. That's a sorry ass pick.
I know it is. It probably is.
Sorry ass pick.
Sadly,
you're going 2-1. Guaranteed 2-1. Because my next official play is the Detroit Lions.
Well, hear me out first. I mean,
I'll hear you out. No. Tell me what you want. I don't want you to fill me with garbage.
Listen, I don't have to fill you with garbage. I've been watching.
Would you guys just fuck already? I mean,
listen, I've been watching the Bears. Tone, they're not that fucking. I mean, they're not that good of a team, but they're playing much better than they played. Eberflus is coaching much better than he's ever coached. All right. Now, also, just look, a couple weeks ago, they played on November 19th, right? The Bears were in total control of that game, and Detroit totally fell apart. I mean, Chicago fell apart and gave Detroit the win. There's something wrong with Detroit. Even last week's win, they were up 21-0. The announcer, I can't think of who it was. I want to say Moose Johnson. He's like, yeah, New Orleans is just playing for pride at this point. No, they almost blew the game, Detroit. They're not right. It's a revenge game for the Bears. It's a division game. They're division dogs. And let's take a look at this. You got Detroit, 7-3 against the spread, right? So everyone's like, oh, Detroit's putting money in the pockets and the Bears are burning money. The Bears are actually 5-3-2 against the spread. The two ties, Nikki, the two ties with 3 points. 3 points, you buy the hook to 3.5. The Bears are actually a 7-3, 70% against the spread. I'm at home. I'm getting 3 points. The dome team is coming out to the Chicago. It's going to be about 35 degrees. Outdoor game. I love this game. Third official play, Bears plus 3.5. Eagles plus 3.5. Steelers -6. That's a 3-0 sweep.
The Bears D's been playing good.
Is he done? He's done?
Yeah, he's done. Nicky, go ahead.
No, you're good. Go. Whatever he said, I'm flipping it. Just the opposite. Whatever he said is going to happen, it's not going to happen.
Tone's a middle guy. Tone will give it to you right down the middle right here.
I will. When you took the headphones off, he said, I think Nick should try guys. I think he'd be into it. So
now
I should slap you for that, Vic.
Yeah, I don't know.
Listen,
either way, the Bears been playing good defense. I think the Bears do have a little bit of pep in their step. For whatever reason, the Lions last week, it almost felt like they were waiting for something bad to happen, right?
A month already.
Through it. I think they exhaled. I think the Lions are back on track, but that's not going to be an official pick for me. What is going to be an official pick is touchdown, Tony, touchdown, okay? I've been on my fucking shit lately with these fucking touchdowns. Evan Ingram is too good of a tight end. Top 3 in targets in the fucking league for tight end. He's averaging about 8 a game. He's gone for 60 yards here, 70 yards there. We got him with a nice number. Unfortunately, Lawrence is hurt, right? And that's devastating. You hate to fucking see it. We have so many good quarterbacks that are hurt. Well, this backup quarterback was going to Ingram a lot because it's a quick, easy throw in the middle of the field. The Browns' fucking defense is coming, bro. They are coming, and they're gonna just attack this kid. I think we're gonna get a lot of dump down passes to running backs and tight ends. I love him to score because I still think this kid has shown he's not scared to fucking throw the rock either. He'll try and move it down the field. I think I'm going to take Evan Ingram touchdown back-to-back weeks. Got his first touchdown last week, which was crazy to me that he hasn't scored yet. I think he gets another one because he's a security blanket for this guy. Touchdown, Tony, touchdown.
All right. And my last official play is the Las Vegas Raiders +3 over the Minnesota Vikings. Am I comfortable with this pick? No. Do I like this spot? Yes. Vegas at home, pretty solid. 4-1 in their last 5 games against the spread. 6-2 in their last 8 games as a home underdog between 0.5 and 3 points. And they're just a flat-out 5-1 against the spread when they're an underdog of 0.5 to 3. Minnesota, on the other hand, I threw the paper away by mistake. They're not good as favorites on the road. I like Vegas in this spot. Give me the Raiders +3 over the Vikings all day. They might even win the game outright.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. John Jefferson back too, right? So, I mean, listen, you said it before, Vic, with your gambling. It's big boy football season, and there's a lot of things that can happen, and it's going to be interesting to see. You're
not going to do too good laying points on the road, Nick,
no.
with Detroit. Not going to work out good for you this week.
I think it's going to work out just fine, old man. You want to make a bet on it?
What do you want to bet?
You tell me.
I mean, it is Christmas time. My son's fucking cracking me. I mean, every day it's something new. And it's off these websites that are like $300-400 for a sweatshirt.
How much does a pre-roll cost you?
I don't even.
$8.
Yeah, how much? $10? What do you want? You want to do
you get
20?
A pack for
no.
Not that.
I'm thinking like you'll send me money for a Tito's bottle. And then however much that is, that's how much I'll give you to go.
Oh, yeah, no, you could send me. You could give me money for a Tito's bottle. What? Usually at night, I just drink a fucking glass of vodka. A little bit? Well, just if I'm wide and I can't sleep, I drink a glass of vodka. Next thing I know, my mouth's dry, I'm tired, and that's it.
All right, so a bottle of Tito's.
All right, bottle of Tito's on this. But what spread do you have? I got 3.5. 3.5.
I got 3.5 too.
All right, so you're laying 3.5. I'll even let you lay 3, and if it lands,
all right, thanks. I'll take 3. Thank you.
Well, then it's a push.
What do you guys?
That's fine, but you just shook 3.
What do you guys want me to do? Should I just go fuck myself?
No, you want to get in? Who do you want to side with? Jump on his side. Tone your act. You want to be the middle guy? Come on, right?
No, I don't want to buy 2 bottles if I lose, bro.
Then you get 2 bottles. Then
I don't. I can only risk 1 because if the bets go south, that means I'm getting crushed on bets. Then I got to buy you a bottle, and then I got to buy everyone's Christmas gifts. It's too much. I fit in 1 bottle of Tito's in my budget. That's all I could do.
You want to do
it? Heard the cost of flights lately either. It's not great. So.
Yeah, why don't you just drive?
Every game needs.
Let me just drive 18 hours to Florida. That's great.
Get a couple Cuban cigars.
Smokes. What's that?
Miserable.
Hoodie? Smokes. What's that hoodie?
Not on. It's a sign.
Oh yeah.
The
beautiful. That's right.
A sign. We got 2 Italian legends. We got DeVito and Big Dom, and then we have us 3 right here. Those are all the official plays on the week, right? Everyone's got it. Shout out to everyone who watched. We love you guys. We appreciate you guys. We'll see you right here, same time, same place next week. And tell your mother I said hello.